Welcome to another edition of that good old reality TV with TNZ. That's right. I am the Z, your boy Z Fly. I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in to Fly World Media, where we bring you so much entertainment and fun. And tonight, what I'm saying, we are here with our next to the last edition of season one of reality TV with TNZ. You got to get them syllables together. So thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. We definitely have a great review for you tonight. Well, once again, we are reviewing Temptation Island and also the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Just to let y'all know, as y'all know, Real Housewives of Atlanta last night was part two of their reunion, so we'll definitely be discussing that tonight. And last week, Temptation Island actually ended last week. It did its final bonfire, and it also did the reunion. But tonight, we're actually going to focus on the final bonfire tonight, and then next week, whenever we actually conclude, have the season finale of reality TV with TNZ, we'll talk about Temptation Island, the reunion, and also the third part of Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. So that's how we'll close the season like that. But we do have a bonus for you tonight. Since we're not going to be talking about the reunion of Temptation Island, we do have a bonus because we actually had the opportunity to keep it real hot and fresh with Shaquille Yuri, one of the singles on Temptation Island. So we'll kind of go over our interview with him. He gave us some tips and some secrets that kind of happened behind the scenes. And then we will talk about Aaron and Corey's part in the reunion, but only Aaron and Corey of the reunion from Temptation Island. And then next week we'll talk about the whole thing. Okay. But with all that being said and done, let me go ahead and invite the T to TNZ, Mr. Troy Weeks Music himself. Here you go. Right
What's up,
there.
everybody? How we doing, y'all? We in the building, y'all. We got two episodes this one, and next week, we'll be done. So, for our little season. So, you guys have been tuning in, and you guys have been enjoying what we were doing because, baby, TNZ is in the building, y'all.
I love it. Exactly. We are definitely in the building.
Mhm.
Now, Troy, listen, I once again I'm loving your ensemble. You looking like a black Charlie Brown or somebody. Come on now.
Black Charlie Brown. Okay, I'll take it. I was Charlie Brown to play one time, so.
That's what's up. So everybody, so we're definitely gonna go ahead and get started. Just want to let you know that definitely follow us, Instagram and Twitter right there. But also, what I'm saying, if you are watching live on YouTube, be sure to subscribe, share, and like. I thank everybody so far for doing just those things. And if you are
Oh yeah.
watching on Facebook, then that also you can share and like as well. And also, if you do want to comment on anything of on either show, definitely hit us up. We'll definitely read your comments live right here on the air. But yeah, that's just it. So we're gonna go ahead and get it started right now. So let's go ahead and start with Temptation Island, the final review. And y'all know how we do. And then so we're gonna go ahead and do this, and then we'll jump right into Real Housewives of Atlanta Part 2 reunion. There's lots going on in both shows. Let's get into it. All right, so Temptation Island last week. It started out with actually the continuation of Kendall and Erica. If you remember from the previous week, not last week, but the week before that, Kendall and Erica, it ended on them because Kendall asked, did Erica want to stay with him or whatever. So basically, Erica informs her that what I'm saying. Well, basically, Erica said that what I'm saying, she chooses to leave the villa alone. That's right, she is leaving alone. I was so happy to hear her say that. That was to me, that was like one of the best things that like she had said the whole season. You know what I'm saying? That like she had choose to leave the villa alone. She's gonna leave Kendall and his threesome cheating butt behind. But Kendall, he's saying he was like really shocked. You know what I'm saying? He was really shocked, but decides to leave the island with Alexis. But see, my thing is, he had no other choice. You know what I'm saying? Like he chose Alexis, but only because Erica didn't choose him. Because for some strange reason, it seemed like Kendall may have wanted to leave with Erica. You know what I'm saying? I guess so that he can continue to manipulate her. I don't know. Anyway, but Erica, she leaves, and then what I'm saying, she did state that like what I'm saying, she feels accomplished and surprised at herself for leaving. So before we go a little bit further, Troy Weeks, were you surprised? Were you amazed? Were you happy with your girl Erica? Whenever she chose to leave that villa solo.
Um, I was super proud of her. First and foremost, I feel like that woman came there broken, but she left healed and fulfilled in a whole different way. And there's a lot of women I feel like who have been with men and experienced things like she experienced, and because of that, she can be an example for a lot of other women out there. So shout out to her. And Kendall, you got what you deserve. Period.
Mhm. Pretty much that whole part. Okay, you know what I'm saying? All right, so now everybody, so now Erica, you know what I'm saying? She's in the SUV, she's gone, she's leaving the villa. So now Kendall, so now he's kind of left in his emotions, which like Troy said, he gets what he deserves. I don't feel bad for him. So then you know what I'm saying. So then they bring out Alexis. Alexis comes out, and Kendall informs her after taking. I'm sorry. After talking with Erica, he would like to know if she like to to leave the island with him. So Alexis, she's all giggly, she's all happy. She just won the lottery. And she's like, yes, of course, I want to leave with you or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? So, like, now, you know what I'm saying? They're just thinking of, like, what are the next steps? But here's the crazy thing about it. Now, Troy, I don't know if, like, you saw this, but to me, like, in Kendall's face, he truly didn't want to leave with Alexis, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like, he just felt like, okay, I might as well go with Alexis. But I don't know. What was your whole thing like? Was it too much?
I mean, I think he played defense the best way he could because he let Alexis all that thinking that she was going to be with him. And at the end, I have a chance with Erica. Erica's going to be the same Erica. She's going to give me a chance to go back. And she didn't. And so he was lost because he was like, wow, this woman really does not want to be with me. So, you know, he just caused more confusion because you'll see in the reunion that Alexis wasn't with it. She was like, what's going on? So, I can't wait to get to that part. So, jump ahead of myself.
Exactly. Yes. Don't get ahead of yourself. All right. So everybody, so that was Erica and Kendall, you know what I'm saying? So that's what happened. So once again, congratulations on Erica for actually leaving the dirt bag. All right, so then you know what I'm saying. So then we go back to the other the other couples in the villa. So basically, you know what I'm saying, it was just kind of a reflection time for everybody. You know what I'm saying? They were just kind of reflecting on their time in the villa and what their goals were coming into the villa and how they feel now. So that's basically that, so that was happening, with the other couples in the villa. So next going to the final bonfire was gonna be Tom and Chelsea. So, what I'm saying, they are on their way. Tom, he goes into the bonfire not so trustworthy at all of Chelsea. But what I'm saying, even I mean the funny thing to me though with on Tom is that he just put so much on not trusting Chelsea because he saw that, what I'm saying, she was able to open up to another man and still kind of forgetting the fact that even though he might didn't kiss until much later, but still he was still opening himself up to another girl. But anyway, we'll talk about that later. Anyway, so basically Chelsea feels that she doesn't know what decisions that what I'm saying, she has to make going into the bonfire. She's willing to listen to what Tom has to say. So basically, it starts off Tom. He starts talking and telling Chelsea that he had trust in her in the villa. You know what I'm saying? He said that basically going into this experience, he trusted Chelsea even more than he trusted himself. But however, you know what I'm saying, she broke that trust whenever she kissed, Dr. Blake. Chelsea replies with, what I'm saying, she didn't want to come to the villa. You know what I'm saying? She's like, this was your choice. You wanted to bring us here. This is on you. She said that she was focused on her relationship with Tom. But however, when she saw that Tom was wilding out in those bonfires, what I'm saying, she made it, what I'm saying, she was like, listen, she got to start living for herself. So, what I'm saying, she admits that she doesn't regret kissing Blake at all. What I'm saying, she did like that. She doesn't regret it. And then, what I'm saying, then she starts break down crying. They always gotta cry about something. I'm like, oh my god, can y'all just get through a bonfire without crying? But so she starts breaking down crying because she's just not convinced, that if love is enough to keep them together anymore. So Troy, what do you think? What were your thoughts on the first section of Chelsea and Tom bonfire?
Um, I mean, the both of them had decisions made up when they went in. But I think seeing each other for the first time, they realized like it's not what I thought it was. Like I love this person and I want to be with them, and it was a little dragged out, but they got to the point and they realized that they want to be together. And I think that they both seemed like they would want to be with each other. To be honest, so I was with it. I was happy for him. Hmm.
Okay,
And they would, and
that's
they
what's
both
up.
made connections too. And they both made
Right,
connections. Even if they made connections, they were still at the end of the day the big goal was to be together. So I'm proud of them. Mhm.
right. Yeah, I was too. Yeah, yeah. So they definitely did their thing. You know, but Chelsea, she definitely needed to know that is love enough. Saying Tom, he states that he was flirty, but she seems more intense whenever it came to Dr. Blake. He says that he saw her doing things that she would normally do, outside of the villa, I guess in real life. And then but Chelsea states that seeing his bonfire made her insecure. And that's really sad because also too, like those bonfires, they only show you snippets and pieces. So really, you don't really know what happened to lead up to that event or what happened afterwards. So whatever, all in all, his bonfires made her feel very insecure. And I thought it was really bad. But the truth is the truth. So now it's time for the final decision. So so that Mark asked them, Mark the host asked them, do they want to be together? Do they want to leave alone? Or do they want to leave with someone else up from the villa? So after thinking long and hard, Chelsea realizes that, she thought she knew what her decision was. And she never really said what her decision was. But I think that like her decision probably was leaving with Dr. Blake. But however,
Right.
right, but but she realizes that she wants to leave with Tom instead. So and then Tom also informs her that he is disappointed in the disregard that that like she had for their relationship, but he does want to go back to the villain. So with her, so everybody, it's a match. So it's a match, Troy.
Yes, they said go back to the villa with me tonight, baby, and they went back to the villa.
That's
Hmm.
right. That's right. So everybody, so Tom and Chelsea, they did end up leaving together. So far, if now just going back, remember. So in the beginning last week, we told you that Aaron and Corey left together, and then also, well, yeah. So now Chelsea and Tom are leaving together, and then of course
Right.
Kendall and Erica.
Damn. Okay.
Right. That's what's up. All right, so cool. So then moving along. All right, so then of course, last but not least, then of course we have Julian and Kristen. So, Julian, if y'all remember Julian, he really wants to make his relationship work with Kristen. He's done went out, bought an engagement ring and everything. So basically, Julian, he's feeling very nervous coming into the bonfire. Because he's still wondering, could this be his last time seeing Kristen? Because she's still kind of up and down, iffy about their relationship, but he's hopeful. That's the good thing about he is hopeful. Kristen now she's also feeling a bit nervous because she know that she could potentially lose the love of her life. So even though she's not so sure about Julian's actions, she still love him. I mean, that's the love of her life. So that's what it is. So So like whenever they get into the bonfire, Julian starts off by telling her, the experience has humbled him. Showing him how important she really is to him. He's now aware that there are more issues than him being unfaithful in the relationship. But he opened up emotionally and was able to understand the pain that caused her. And that's really good. To me, my opinion, that was really good because whenever a guy, especially a man, whenever a man can tell a woman that he sees what he has done, and and then also that he humbled himself and he allowed himself to be emotional. That's big. That's big. So I really hope that Kristen ears was open during this time. And now Kristen stops him, and then she asks, "How could he forget about her in the moments that he cheated?" So basically, while he cheated with however many girls, I don't, obviously it seemed like it was a lot. But she just want to know every time he cheated, where was she in his mind? And basically he just informs her that, he was battling his own insecurities during those times. So Troy Weeks, so just so like just what has just what was has what What is
just
wrong with that?
transpired. What is wrong with what's in that smoothie?
Listen,
What has you got in that smoothie?
it's a
Okay.
smoothie.
Yes or no? It's a 420 smoothie or something. You
So
was in the
what
know.
has transpired so far? What was your thoughts listening to Julian thus far?
It's heartbreaking. I was like crying on the low. It was so heartbreaking, y'all. He's like this real big old brawly man, and he's like really being open with his feelings and being honest about how he feels. To me, that was like super amazing. Like you don't really see that in real life. And so shout out to you, Juliet. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for being open and honest and on TV. Yeah.
Yeah. Very, yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And then it gets even better because you know what I'm saying. Then he continues by informing her that you know what I'm saying, that like he know that he took her for granted. You know what I'm saying? He said he has grown and can lead better. You know what I'm saying, than they have came. But the thing is, you know what I'm saying? Now listen, now Julian, he has his heart on the table. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he still needs to know, you know what I'm saying, has she changed? You know what I'm saying? So basically, you know, he wants to know, you know what I'm saying, has she changed? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Basically, so that Kristen, you know, can she open up to him, you know what I'm saying, in the future? And then also that she used this experience as a way to find herself. So that Christian, yeah. Listen, I don't know what's in this drink, y'all, but it's good. You hear me?
I'm telling
Now
you. Did
Christian,
somebody else make it for you?
you know what? You
Somebody
know,
wrote for you too.
actually, you know, listen, actually, you know, everybody listen. You know, really, it's only a smoothie. There's no alcohol in it. But you know, I think my mind is just so tired. People, you know, listen. I have been on my grind. Y'all hear me? Anyway, that's beside the point.
Right.
But
We're talking about
Christian,
letting fill them in. Man was on the move, okay?
I'm on the move, people. Listen, NYC moving. All right. So now, Krista, she starts by thanking him for everything that he said. You know what I'm saying? She explains how before she associated love with pain, because basically that's all that she had experienced. That's bad.
From
Now,
her and from him and her brother, remember? Her brother passed away, they
right, right,
both.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes, from him, from her, from Julian and her brother.
They
You
both
know what I'm
loved her and
saying?
showed her that love and pain,
Yeah,
right?
it's a horrible thing to know. Yeah, so like she associated pain with love. She said that she just goes into a shell and didn't want to talk, talk or open up to anyone, just you know what I'm saying, just to make it through. So that was really hard. And then you know what? Just looking at Kristen throughout the season, you could tell she's damaged. I mean, not damaged, but you could tell like that.
Mm.
You could tell that like she's been through some things. She got a real. I mean, it's all in her face and her demeanor. I mean, she was surrounded by what 12 guys, and she didn't seem to be that happy. So yeah, she had it bad. All right, but listen, but now it's decision time. You know what I'm saying? It's decision time. You know what I'm saying? Listen, is he gonna be with her? Are they gonna stay together? Are they gonna go with somebody else? Do they want to be alone? It's decision time. So Julian states to Kristen that there is no one else he will want to leave with than her. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So Kristen, she starts thinking. Kristen states that she feels that this is the beginning for them and that absolutely wants to lead with him. So once again, everybody, it's a match. It's a match. So Troy Weeks, whenever you saw them wanting to be with each other, any thoughts?
I was like, y'all better go ahead and go home together. Neither one of y'all making us with nobody like that seriously. Y'all better go ahead and be together because y'all just got a little time to figure some things out, and you did. Go home together.
By the way, so look, so look,
My
so
crazy
then what do
self,
you
I
think?
know.
So look, so what have you thought that like you know what I'm saying that was it? Nope. Julian, my man, he turns up the notch and he walks Kristen to like a rose petal secluded area and pours his heart out even more to her, you know what I'm saying, informing her that he promises to follow out his promise that he made to her brother about protecting her as long as he lives. And then guess what, y'all? That's right, y'all guessed it. He
Pop the
then walks up on
question.
right and proposes, and
It's
he
a
is so
proposal.
So look, so now not only it's a match, it's a proposal.
Right,
so
right, right,
so
right.
everybody, so you know what I'm saying, just in case y'all are wondering what was Kristen's answer, she said 1,000 times yes. So
Yes.
yes, so this right here, this was the final bonfire. Now I must say, for me, Troy, for me, out of all the couples, I like these two the best. You know, I like their journey, I like their experience. And one thing
Mhm.
that like made me like this couple more is Julian, because, like I said, it's really refreshing whenever you see a guy who has made a lot of mistakes, a lot of infidelity, but you can just
Mhm.
see how sad he is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know, my thing is he manned up. You know what I'm saying? He said that, he was going through a lot. His head was everywhere. He said he had a lot of insecurities. How many men actually admit these things? So
That
Julian
is why I
and
said
Chris,
that.
yeah, they're my favorite couple. Troy, who was your favorite couple out of the four?
They
Troy,
were. They
who?
were. They were. These people right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like they were the most, genuine and honest when it came to their experience personally, and realized they had shit to deal with on their own. And like we were in the experience and I'm gonna enjoy it the best I can, but I'm still gonna do what I need to do for myself. And they came out together. So yeah. I vote them.
That's what's up. All right, so everybody, so me and Troy, we both vote. Our favorite couple is that good old Julianne and Kristen. And once again,
Interesting,
congratulations
yeah.
to the proposal. And yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, so now everybody, so now we're gonna talk a little bit, only a little bit of reunion. Once again, remember, we're gonna get into the full details of the reunion next week, but we are gonna talk about it a little bit because this past Thursday, in case you missed it, me and Troy, we kept it real hot and fresh and had an opportunity to talk to this guy right here, Mr.
Oh
Shaquille
yeah.
Yuri.
We talked to
That's
them.
right. That's right. Listen, he came through, and you know what I'm saying. We got to know him a little bit more. You know what I'm saying. His background, everything. But Troy, tell the people, you know what I'm saying, some of what we learned talking to Mr. Shaquille. Let them know. Talk to him.
Well, first and foremost, he was adopted. Move over here so you can see me. He was oh, there we go. So yes,
Oh well. All
stop playing
right.
with me.
We'll keep it there. We'll keep it there. There you go.
Okay, so first and foremost, he was adopted. Lived in Vermont, little small town in rural Vermont, and from there he went to college, and that's where he got his skills too. Personal trainer. He played sports, but did get an injury, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that caused him to, slow down for a second. So he started doing modeling, which led him to, because of the model network, after 2 years of doing that, he ended up getting on the show. And he's a real genuine, honest, nice guy, and we got the exclusive tea on what happened at the reunion when it came to the situation with him and Aaron. And so we got it first, and then he went on his page after that, maybe like a day later, and went and just,
Right.
and just talked about it too. But we got it first. Okay.
We got it first. Right. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It was interesting. Now, if you did watch the reunion, everybody, like, not only Aaron and Corey part, they brought out Amanda, they brought out Shaquille, and then we also learned that actually Corey and Aaron was actually having problems, or like they're not together right now, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Now we saw the
Corey and
bonfire that,
Aaron. Hmm.
yeah, Corey and Aaron, yeah, they're not together. So we saw the bonfire that they left together, but now reunion time, they're kind of on the outs because I think Corey kind of reverted back to his old ways as far as not, I guess, excuse me, I guess being manning up or whatever. Also too, it looked like some things had came out about, with Amanda, because that's what Shaquille had kind of told us that Amanda had actually texted him and said that, oh, Corey, he's not that innocent, 'cause me and him had a lot of fun. So right,
Oh yeah, she was texting with So Shakira was texting with Amanda, and at the same time, Shakira was also talking with Aaron. So Aaron knew what was being said the whole time because Shakir was relating everything that was being said. So
right,
he only said what was revealed to him at the end of the day. He never said they slept. He said she said that they hooked up. And she said Corey's not as innocent as you think he is.
right.
We didn't hook up, but some things happened, something like that. And he's just like pretty much what she said. So he's just going by what she said.
Yeah. So yeah, so everybody, so we definitely enjoy chatting with Shaquille. You could definitely check out their interview on our YouTube page /Real Hot Fresh. check it out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You'll learn more about him. You know, you'll learn a little bit, behind the scenes of the show. And then of course,
Right.
yeah, it was really great. So definitely check it out. YouTube/Real Hot Fresh. It's keeping it real hot and fresh, the pop-up show. That's right. And speaking of pop-up, now we're about to pop off of Temptation Island and go ahead and get into that part two of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Part two came on last night, and I mean, it did not disappoint, in my opinion. And Mr. Weeks is going to go ahead on and tell us all about it.
Well, all right. We're back with the bullshit, as Mama Joyce would say. Drew versus Latoya. So it kicks off with, of course, Drew versus Latoya. And it started with the wig and almost ended with a shot town punch in the face. Okay? And of course, we wasted how many minutes talking about the damn wig? Z-Fly, talk to me. Toya versus Drew, and the damn minutes we wasted talking about the motherfucking wig.
Okay, wait a minute. So let me just go to my notes because I definitely had to make some notes for this episode
You
getting
might
ready
have
to
to, you might
drop.
have to
So
take
yeah.
me out, put you in for a second. Go ahead.
Okay. So look, so basically, okay, so Latoya she explained why she has been bullying Drew all season. Um, basically, I'm so sorry. Basically, but see Drew, she's trying to figure out like what is it about her hair, like why you know what I'm saying, why have you been bullying me all season? Now I tell you one thing. Now, Latoya, she was trying to say, well, I haven't been coming for you all season, but Portia was quick to remind her and jump in that what I'm saying. Toya, you have been coming for her all season long about her hair. Listen, I mean, the funny thing about it is, it's funny, like if Toya shut up, like some people might not even look at it like that because I will say like even whenever Drew had wore the cat wig, I didn't really pay it on mine, what I'm saying, until Toya pointed out and be like, oh, her wig is ugly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've seen women wear frizzy wigs like that before. I thought, man, it was just a style. But, yeah, listen, she's definitely been coming for her, Troy. And then, yeah, don't even try to say you ain't coming for her. You're coming for her. You know what I'm saying?
They talk too long about the goddamn wigs. Let it go. Okay?
Right.
2 minutes. So then, and then we move along to what's really going on with Kenya and Toya. Or should I say Toya and all the girls. But be safe. This girl's brain is swinging from here to there, and that tongue is swinging from there to there too. What is going on with Toya, okay? And then Toya's flip flopping started to come out, and everything started to be full surface, and then Kenya started speaking up. I know Kenya been on the side talking to her like, girl, don't do that. Why you doing that? I've been doing this 5 years. You know what I'm saying? I could see Kenya telling her that, right? And then when it all came out, I was like, you know what? That's what I love about a reunion. Because all the things you do, guess what? They're on camera. And then can camera catch you, then it all comes out and comes to light when it needs to. Her tongue, her braids, her attitude, all of that came out. Talk to me. What do you think about that? Ha ha! That thanks you, bro. Do it to me now. Oop, let me take a sip of my drink.
But you know what? Okay, first of all, let me just go back. Let me just go back to the wig gate real quick because see Cynthia, she done named
Mm-hmm.
it wig gate. So
She did.
Cynthia did say that it's very petty, and then Kenya, she did she did try to say that like Drew had posted like some bad. Do you see that
I
picture?
saw it. I saw it. And I believe it too.
Listen, um, I'm like you. I like these reunions because like you really get the undertone of things. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they be calling everybody out. You know what I'm saying? From production to their, you know what I'm saying, to like their children to everybody. You know what I'm saying? They just call everybody out. But yeah, I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like Kenya is just very just angry. You know what I'm saying? Basically, she had a very hard season. You know what I'm saying? With her husband, and I just feel like that right there that just got her in a whole space that we can't even really explain. So whatever she do, it's like well, what I'm saying, she just she's it's almost like she's she's reacting from an action. So
She is an
I just
actress, so we get it.
and you said what?
She is an actress, so we get it. Got it.
That part.
She's trying to win an award. Okay, if Real Housewives of Atlanta could win Academy Awards, baby, these women up. Nene would have probably been the best actress of the year 2, 3 times over. Okay.
Right.
Um, and then okay comes in Shamia and Marlo. Yes,
Oh,
yes, yes, ladies. Okay, serving on the platter. Okay, and it was the final auntie and niece coming into the room. Of course, and the category was what? Body, adi. Okay, Miss Marlowe and her like damn body. Come on, girl. Did you see some rolls on the stomach though? You should have gotten to tighten the skin a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna
don't do
parade it with
that.
the
Look,
life on, you know. I'm
don't
not
you
saying it don't
know?
look good, but when she sat down, all I saw was the rolls. I'm like, goddamn, girl, see if you just worked out and did a little cardio, the rolls will disappear with the lipo and the rest of it. But it's okay. You look good, girl. Shout out to you, style queen. Don't come for my life because I'm not trying to start no fights. Yes, this Shamia looking like a Diana Ross esque. Okay, giving it to us. You know, she's looking like You know what I'm saying? That's what she looking like right there, giving us 1969
Right.
disco fever. Okay, loved it. Okay, shut up, G-Fly. Okay, and then we go along for the Kenya trip back down memory lane, of course. Then there was the crowd cake fiasco. Don't get candy hangry, okay? Then it was the Brooklyn fiasco and Brooklyn being on the trip, okay? Anything else for that? And then we got to the broke bitches don't split checks comment. All this happened in South Carolina. We didn't get to the Bolo stuff this year. But we got them in South Carolina trip. And some things were talked about. And okay, and Portia was like, I was here for her. They were trying to, it was asking the question about something said about motherhood and how Kenya seems she's a better mom than them because she was able to mother her kids on TV more than they were. And Andy tried to like cut her off, and Portia was, we're not going to do that. Okay, watch your tone. Okay, we're not going to move on like that. We're about to set the record straight, and that's what she did. But production, friends, this shit is confusing. I don't know if it's confusing you two, think well, it's just me. But it's confusing. Can they bring their kids on these trips? Can they not bring their kids on these trips? It seems like certain people get better privileges than others. And if you listen to what Candy said, she said, wish I could really tell you how it really is, but they ain't gonna speak. I don't know if you caught that, Zipline. Talk to me about all this fiasco and what was. Okay? Talk to me.
That is a whole lot, Troy. You know what? So that is a whole lot, but I love it. Actually, I think let me go back a little bit further. 'Cause, what I'm saying, I actually kind of miss talking about the girl crush messiness that was going on. Kenya,
Oh, you got a little something,
whenever
something?
whenever Kenya was talking about, what I'm saying, they were trying to say she had a girl crush or whatever, but Kenya said, what I'm saying, that she doesn't like girls, and it was just whatever it was supposed to be. But Drew, what I'm saying, she really thought that like something was really going on between them. But then Toya quickly pointed out that like you said, Drew and Toya shared something, but Drew said she don't remember that. But back
Show
on
me the
into
footage. Show me the
huh.
footage. Show me the
Right.
footage.
That part. So yeah, it was. Listen, I told you I've been saying this all season that Miss Marlowe is my girl. So it was really glad to see Marlowe. And look, Troy, you can leave her roles alone. Look now, leave them alone. So she got a little lipo. She's trying to tuck it nip a little bit.
Suck it full, bitch. Suck it full. I'm here for lipo. I'm not against it, but baby, you got to do a little workout too now. You can't just out here getting lipo and I can be eating anything you want still. You got to give it a little something. You got to think about it. Feel me?
That is that is so true. That is so true. People they do all these shortcuts because they don't want to work out. But yeah, if you do a
I'm not
shortcut,
against it. Again, I'm not against it. I've had some laser lipo little thing in the past. They put a little heat pad on your stomach and say, "Oh, let's leave it." I don't know. That's the laser. Yeah, okay. I ain't never had no surgeries, but
what I'm saying,
I'm not against
right,
it.
right. but yeah, they definitely look good. Yeah, Shamia, she just right into getting on Marlo by crowning her the auntie of them all. I was like, wow, really? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Kenya, it was good to see that Kenya admit that she was selfish in South Carolina about the crab cakes. You know what I'm saying? And then also too, like you were saying, you know what I'm saying, she was explaining why she brought her daughter because she didn't really have a nanny or whatever. And then you know what I'm saying, she was trying to blame it on production because production sets up things and all these kind of things, but I was confused, but still, here's my whole thing about all these women. You know what I'm saying? Because Kenya pointed out that if the widow, if the women wanted their child, that you know what I'm saying, they could have probably done it specifically Candy. But my thing is, why would these women want their children on a trip? Like my thing is like if I see Kenya with her child, I'm more like, I feel bad for her. She's gonna have a, she ain't as free as I am.
You know how we
I'm
like to
not.
have trips, people.
Say it again.
You know how we like to have trips. Okay, we kids can't talk.
Kids cannot come. And then especially to a bachelorette party, I mean, like what were they thinking was gonna happen? Like I was confused on why that was even an issue all season. Like, what I'm saying,
Right.
why the world would you want a child there anyway? So that was confusing with me. But yeah, so basically what else? Oh, yes. And then Candy, Candy, she made sure to point out that, what I'm saying, she felt that one reason Kenya brought Brooklyn is, what I'm saying, so that she don't have to deal with the ladies. Because, because Troy, you remember that one part, whatever, Kenya, she was like, she wanted to, like, they were going to play some games or something, but she said the game where everybody go to bed or something like that. It's like, are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You run up to your rooms and go to bed. Right. That's what she
yeah.
said. Right.
So yeah, it's a mess. So that's my opinion.
And then, right, we keep it moving. And then it was 10, 10, 20. The Chills got married. She looked amazing. They looked amazing. It felt really good to see that they followed through and did what they wanted to do. But of course, the backlash. Okay? It all started rolling in. But I think Miss C Hill handled it very, very well. And then it came up, or after the situation came up again, and the mistress, of course, said, what? Get her done. Get her done. Talk to me. 10, 10, 20, and all the details that in between. I,
Yes, I will definitely to talk about 10, 10, 20. You know what I'm saying? I am not mad at Miss Cynthia. You want to know why, Troy? Because not just 10, 10, 20, but just 2020, I was doing me.
uh-huh.
Yeah, look, is the cat out the bag? Let me tell you something. Whatever. I'm not mad at Cynthia because for one thing, I feel like this. Last year, it was all about spraying everything, buying all the toilet paper, washing your hands 1,000 times, sanitizing everybody, drinking Clorox. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the
Ah,
thing. That's what Trump said. He said drink Clorox. But look,
you
what I'm saying? So like,
sure
that was the thing to do. So my thing is, you know, even in a pandemic, even though people and the news was telling us, oh, you got to stop doing this, you got to quarantine. But the world, I won't say the world stopped, but it slowed down. A lot of people did not stop. People were still traveling. People were still taking flights. They were still doing whatever. So, and Cynthia was still having her wedding. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she took the precautions. People had masks. Listen, she told people the precautions. If you go to her thing and you're taking off your mask, then that ain't her fault. You know what I'm saying? That could be anywhere. You know what I'm saying? You could go to Target and Target tells you to wear a mask, but you'll see somebody take off the mask. So now, are we gonna blame Target because this person chose to take off a mask? So no. So listen, I don't blame Cynthia not one bit. If she, like she did what she did, but she made sure that she was safe. So you go ahead on, Miss Chill, Mr. and Mrs. Chill. Go ahead
Oh
on.
yeah. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Yeah. And then it's so Sports and Candy Show History Journey. And guess what, y'all? I loved it. I'm here for it. They came a very, 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 very long way. Yeah. And I'm here for it. Of course, and then Marlo, Miss Aunt, she needed a moment. So she
Did she need
opened
a
up her
moment?
mouth.
That was a
So
moment.
she opened her mouth and started going at it on why you think they're friends, because after the Devin situation, and la 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 la. Wasn't here for that, girl. You see the moment, girl. Go ahead, talk to me, Fly. Portia Candy and that little
Wow.
small little situation.
Let me tell you something. You hit it right on the nail. Marlo definitely needed a moment because you know what I'm saying. Like after you just saw that, after you saw
Hello?
that whole nice presentation of Candy, and then where they are now, and I was
Where'd
it
that
was
come
like
from?
yeah, you know what I'm saying. You saw the whole dungeon, everything, and then it got up to the apologies, and I got it to Marlo definitely needed a moment because she just kept talking about some. Well, yeah. What she said? Hold on. She said, oh yeah. She said that after the dungeon party, you know what I'm saying, she felt like, Portia and Candy had gotten close. So Candy's looking crazy. Or not, well, not looking crazy, but Candy got those faces looking crazy. And Candy was like, she thinks that what I'm saying, their relationship is still the same or whatever. But Marlo just had to be a little messy. Talk about some talking about Candy must got some dirt on Portia. And I was just like, Lord have mercy. Then she talking about they got super close. I mean, Troy, she was going on and on and on.
She was digging deeper for nothing that was there, girl. Needed a moment. Sit down. Sit down. You need a cigarette break, something, girl. And then, of course, the season of the spice of it all. We finally can get to it. The dungeon. Okay. I enjoy watching it again. I'm not
I,
gonna lie, I was good to seeing a little memory lane about it all, and I actually caught a screenshot. You guys pay attention like me, Mr. Private Eye. I caught a screenshot of Bolo's Schlangalong, and I sent it to Z. If you guys pay close attention, when he did this little thing and he went down like this, his whole slingerling through his pants. Ah, that's it. So I was like, now we all see it for free. Okay? I had to, baby, I had to rewind. I was like, no, no, no. It's not, how y'all missed that? How y'all miss that, Robert? But
look.
that's TV.
But look, the go ahead, Troy. Now, Troy, now listen, now kind of say for the
Good.
women. No, you stupid. Listen, now
That was
listen,
good.
for the women out there, and even some men, because a lot of these women were like, "Oh, is that real? That can't be real." For the women out there, and then for those men who may not know, but yes, the males, PP, it can grow. It can be up to what 10, 12 inches. Some people might have 13, 14.
14.
I mean,
Mhm.
so yeah, so just let all you women out there that be like, "Oh, I don't think that's real." Yeah, a man's ding dong can get very long. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I'm just saying. So for all y'all who were like, this out here ain't real, I'm just saying.
I had to snap a picture. I'm sorry. That's the private investigator in me. When I saw, I was like, no, I just shoot. I think I saw. And I was like, oh, that
Uh,
really was it? I got to take a picture of that.
right, but see,
So,
but now Troy, but look, but Troy, now the thing about it is he over there teasing people. Because now if he gonna strip, then strip. Don't keep your pants on. You know what I'm saying?
oh, no, he
So
did.
yeah.
2 seconds after that, they showed another scene,
Oh,
blew it out because he pulled it out in their face. That's when it was lured
oh,
out.
okay.
Oh, yeah, he did pull it out now. And of course, the
Oh,
night goes on. But Kenya and chocolate. Hmm. Just saying. I prefer chocolate over Kenya too. Victoria's face and Portia's crotch.
uh,
Whole other situation. And then Marlo starts up again. And the boo-hoos, Portia's not my friend. Marlo, what's really good, sis? Find another storyline. Because this one it is. Talk to me.
I'm shaking my head at Marla because for one thing, she stated that she doesn't appreciate how Portia has been treating her, and Portia is saying that there was no issue at first. You know what I'm saying? Whenever they was at the pumpkin patch, Marlo, she explained how she felt. Excuse me, and what I'm saying, Portia said that there was no issues. But what was the issue? Troy, what was the issue? Is why did Marlo tell Shamia that like no, not Shamia? why did Marlo tell Portia that like she like her new face? Not the new
She did.
face.
She did say that. She did say that to Portia. I like your new face. She did.
Ella Troy and Troy. You know what another issue is? Another
Uh
now
oh.
see, that's
Uh
see,
oh.
that's see now. Right now, see now while Marlo trying to start some ish, another issue is like if we're gonna call people by their name, let's call them by their name and not by another name because not on Shamila. Did you
Shamira,
say
right?
Shamila?
She did. Right.
But everything's out there. Woo! But yeah, but basically, it did that. Like to me, that was that. I listen. I can't rewind it. I was laughing at this point, and because Portia's looking very like I don't know what her problem is. You know what I'm saying? Well, what's the girl problem?
Right. Okay.
hmm
Shade. Shade is the middle name.
Right. But yeah, so and then Marla, she did drop some. I don't know if you want to talk about that
No.
last
Keep
no.
going. I'm done. Get to the
Okay.
end.
So yeah,
I
so
got one
basically.
line and I'm done. My one last. I'm ending it with this line.
Oh, okay, so yeah, so basically, like my last thing is just like just the teaser, the cliffhanger that Marlo dropped is when she says that basically since she knows all the tea because she was like Candy told them exactly what happened at the Bolo thing right after like right after it happened. So Marlo basically said that she knows everything. So yeah, next week should be very spicy.
Good. So that's why I'm glad you said that. So I guess that, but I guess we'll get the final tea of it all on the last part of the Real Housewives of the Reunion next week. Okay? Hell, I'm exhausted now after all this petty back and forth, and they lucky my ass is gonna watch the shit next week. I'm getting over it. I'm ready for something else now.
You're
Too
right,
much back and
son.
forth. I'm just saying, people, I'm tired now.
Yeah.
I could have been cool
You
with
know,
two. I'm done.
you know what? Um, so I guess we'll talk about it definitely next week for the finale. But so far, how would you rate this season?
Based on what?
Based on just entertaining. Did it keep you locked? As far as how it grabs your attention. Entertaining it
I will
was.
say this put me at 50% of all I've ever watched with Real Housewives of Atlanta. Because had I not been reviewing it this season, I might have I watched the whole thing
Wow.
because I didn't feel like I first of all when you got two episodes in the same place, to me I'm bored. Like do something else. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to every two episodes there was in one place for like come on New Orleans, South Carolina. No, y'all dragged it.
Yeah.
Y'all dragged it. Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Mm.
Cool. Do you feel like this season definitely needed Nene leaks?
I'm not gonna give her that much credit. She already going through enough right now. I'm trying to get recast and build her, pick her life up, and I think that that's her own fault because she thought she was the HBIC, but the HBIC is Tiffany Dillard or Tiffany from New York. She tried to be bigger than New York, and she should have took advice from the real HBIC and paid attention to what she was doing instead of trying to sit on top of this high horse because eventually the horse you got to get off of. When you go to the bathroom, you got to eat. So she had to get off the
Right.
horse or something.
Okay. Cool beans. Well, everybody, we definitely want to thank you so much for tuning in. And remember, next week is the season finale of our show, Reality TV with TNZ. This was season one, and so next week we'll talk more about how me and Troy feel, with this, with our first season. Remember we did growing up hip hop as well in the beginning of the
Right, but
season.
that
So
ended some weird ass way. We have no clue about what happened.
that was too weird. So yeah, we'll talk about all that next
Yeah,
week. In the season finale of reality TV with TNZ. We definitely do thank you once again for tuning in. Remember next week we will be concluding with the rest of the reunion of Temptation Island, and then also part three of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm your guys Z Fly. I'm with my boy
I'm your
Troy
boy.
Weeks. So Troy, before we go, you wanna, cause listen, you always tell the people what you're doing, what's going on, anything you want to drop them with.
Yes. So today is Monday. You guys know on Monday we just spent 2 years on Burst TV at Burst TV BERSTEAB. Check us out tonight. We each and every Monday we do each and every Monday we do the Homo Talk Show, and we just made 2 years. So check us out. Also too, we got to know if my smile is different. I have popped veneers. I got veneers now, guys. So if you guys want to know more
Woo!
about it, hit me up. You guys want a discount to get your own very own Pearly
Okay.
White Hollywood Whites, hit me
What?
up. You guys can get my discount so that you guys can get out here starting on these shows in 2021. Let them know what it really is. Talk to me.
Okay. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, beautiful smile. Looking like a snack. There you go.
You know,
I love it. I love it. So everybody, once again, thank you so much for keeping it for being well, keeping it raw and fresh too. That's right.
we did a little
We're
bit
keeping
about
that.
that today. Right.
Exactly. So look, and then speaking of that though, be sure to go to our YouTube page and check out the interview with Shaquille Yuri on
Oh, yeah.
the single from Temptation Island. Like I said, he gave us all the juice and we had it here first. So definitely go ahead right now, right there, go YouTube /Raw Hot Fresh, and be sure to subscribe, like, and share our videos. We thank you in advance. All right, and in the meantime, between time, until next Monday for the season finale of reality TV with TNZ, stay fly, not high.
A
Bye
little bit sometimes.
bye.
And see you later.
He's gonna be high. I'm gonna be flying.
Hi. Fly high, guys.
There you go.